Hi everyone, it's Melissa, and for my screencast, I'm going to be demonstrating how to select portions of images and combine them into other images, similar to the tutorial that Professor Sorpier did with us in class with the hands and the cell phone image. So for this one, I'm going to open an image that I have on my desktop. I am going to click on this sloth image. And today I want to combine this image of this really happy sloth and give him something to be happy about. So I'm also going to open this ice cream cone image. And my goal is to insert this ice cream cone into this little sloth's hand right here because he looks like he wants to be holding something. So to do that, we can unlock both images, unlock the background to start with, and then we can zoom in a little bit on this one because he's really kind of small, so I just zoomed into 150. And I'm going to go back to the ice cream cone and unlock him. So to select just the ice cream cone without the background, I'm going to use the magic wand. Actually, I'm going to use a quick selection because I found it with the magic wand, it'll only select portions of it that are lit or not lit, so that's kind of an issue. So I'll undo that in the history and start with the quick selection tool. For this one, I want to use a bigger size just so it gets this large image, about like a 75, 74, and try and get the whole thing. Once you've selected all of it, go back to your cursor tool, and then you'll see little scissors. Select the image and and you want to just drag it out of the background. So there's that, and one way you can transfer it over to the sloth image is just Control-C, copy-paste, Control-V it onto this image, or you can drag out the window entirely and drag the cone into the image. So it's really big. So you want to resize it, select Shift so that it keeps the properties of the image, and size it down to an appropriate size, make it proportional, maybe a little more. It seems decent. And put it right in his hand. So I'm going to zoom in a little more so we can get really accurate with the placing. So maybe 200. And to make this part of the cone go away so that the sloth looks like he's holding it, I am going to select the cone layer, make sure it's placed properly in this new layer, and go to the FX tool, blending options, and opacity. I'm going to take it down to about 45 just so I can see enough of the cone or enough of the sloth's hand. So I'll just move it to exactly where I feel like it should go and have a little bit of the cone sticking down at the bottom, and use my lasso tool. I'm going to use just the general lasso tool to select the cone that I want taken out. So for this one, you just keep your cursor down, keep holding your mouse, and select the portion that you want taken out. As soon as you let go, it'll just connect it to the top part, and you can just select delete, the back button. And there's still a little more that I want taken out, so I can just circle it, press delete, and there you go. Now I can go back to just the cone. Oh no. having some difficulties. I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit. And to deselect this little portion that's still selected, just go up to the top of your Photoshop toolbar under Select menu and deselect, or Command D if you're on a Mac. And so from here, I can just move the cone exactly where I want it. There's still a portion that I kind of cut off too much. So if I wanted to fix that, I'll just go back to making it completely solid instead of opaque. So I want to fix this portion. I can just go back to my ice cream cone, original one. And if I want, I can just go back with the lasso tool and select the portion that I think I need. That much looks good. I'll cut this size out, just drag it and drop it into this window. I'll resize it now just a little bit and zoom in a lot more, 200, and place it where I think it should go. That looks just about right. I can also make this opaque again with the FX menu, blending options, opacity to like 40. So now I'm just going to move it exactly where I need it to be, shrink it down just a little bit more. And there's still parts of it that are left white from the background and are blending in with the slot's hand. So I can bring it back to solid and just cut those out with the lasso tool again. And backspace to delete the background. Just keep going, and then I can make it opaque again. That was kind of, should have left it opaque. And go in with the lasso tool to cut out the part that should not be over his hand. That looks about right. You can bring it back to a solid cone, and you're done. That is selecting and blending two images. There you go, and he's happy.